Thank you very much. My naman to Ma Saraswati, National President, Senator Anish Matthew, respected Kakaji, Skill Development Committee Chairman and moderator for this webinar series, my National President 2003, Senator Vaman Kumar, all my gurus today sitting here to listen what I'm going to deliver because they have always helped me in one or the other way throughout my life. All my JC friends, members attending this program today. Sat Sri Akal, Namaskar, Namaskaram, Vadakkam, Adab, Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Jinendra. And the language that I am not able to speak right now to greet you, the best language, body language, pranam. It is indeed a matter of great privilege for any JC to do a program for members of JCI India, and that too in the company of so great trainers of JCI India as the panelist members. Friends, every coin has got two sides. Every coin has got two sides. The same is the case with Corona. We have been seeing the one side of Corona in all the form of media, be it print media or digital media or electronic media. Wherever we see constantly everything going about Corona only. That was the one side that we have seen. Let's see about the other side of the Corona. What the other side of Corona has to say. It has given an opportunity for everybody in India, or rather in every part of the world, to identify something in us which would have never done. And so many of you will endorse this feeling what I'm sharing you today, that so many of us have been doing so many things at our home which otherwise we would have not done. I'm not saying that nobody has done those kind of things earlier, but so many of us, and probably this is one of the best side of the Corona. Mother Nature also needs the same. In this time of emptiness, Mother Nature has taken up the opportunity or the privilege to heal herself. And we have seen the miracles happening in the nature environment so fast. In last 10 days, we have seen so many things happening, which is actually Mother Nature repairing herself. This is a high time we also need to start and identify where do we need to repair our systems. Otherwise, when we are into our own style, own working pattern, we are always, when I say always, then I'll be using the term always, that means most of the time. When I'll be using the term all of us, that means most of us. So most of the time we, in our business or in our day-to-day life, we are most of the time firefighting. We hardly get time to go deep into the problem or the root of the problem and identify why this problem is happening. This emptiness, this lockdown, the pandemic has given the opportunity to us to try and understand what can be corrected. We all have been set into the system where we are constantly surrounded by people around us, whether it's my profession, whether it's my society, whether it's my organization called the Junior Chamber, whether it's my family, whether it's my home, wherever I am, I'm constantly surrounded by people, maybe more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. But I'm always surrounded with people. And when I'm surrounded with people, they are just not with me, but they are working with me. And when I have people around me working with me, for whatever reason, I need to know how to get the best out of the people who are around me and working with me. I don't mean to say, when I say take out the best, I don't mean to say that we need to exploit them. But they are putting their efforts. I'm running the show. They're helping me run the show. If I'm getting the results, that means it's not the 100% result. I need to identify what needs to be done to get the result 100%. Today we are going to talk about something like that only. How to get that 100% result of the people working with me. I'm a mechanical graduate. I've done my mechanical engineering. Though I've done my mechanical engineering, but still I'm the subject that I'm most afraid of till today is mathematics. I'm very weak in numbers. After I graduated in early few years, I recognized that machines, they don't stimulate me. They don't hit the string inside me. They don't inspire me to do something great. But yes, people do. And when I found that people inspire me, people stimulate me, people hit the chord inside me, I started getting close to people. As a mechanical engineer, I was expected to know how machines operate. As a mechanical engineer, I was expected to know what to do to machine to make them perform the way you want them to perform. But as I said, I was not getting inspired or stimulated by machines, but people inspired me. I started studying people. Why do they behave the way they behave? And what needs to be done to them so that they behave the way I want them to behave when they are with me? And slowly, I found that I have left mechanical engineering and entered into the field called the human engineering. So I'm a mechanical engineer practicing human engineering. People ask me, you did your mechanical engineering talking to people? But this is something that strikes the chord inside me. I love talking to people and love observing people. And out of my experience of few years of training, I have so many people sitting here who has got double the experience of training what I have. But whatever experience I have, my training around 20, 23, 24, 25, maybe 27 years. I started training in 93. Maybe 27 years of training. I came to understand that we have different kind of people. If I have, say, I take an example, if I have 5 people with me working in my office, those 5 people are not same. But I am the one person who's same. Now you and me need to understand what goes in making the fact understood by our own self, that how do we treat people, or how do we understand people, or how do we behave with people, or what do we do to change the programming that helps get us that best outcome from there. Now, I'm asking you a simple question, very simple question. Whenever we are hiring people or recruiting people into our organization, when I say organization, that means my professional organization, yes, but that also means my home. For a homemaker, recruiting a maid is equally important for you and me, like recruiting a manager. So it applies everywhere. Whenever we are recruiting somebody into our organization, what are the things that we normally consider? Can you put into the chat box? What are the things that we normally consider whenever we want somebody to join us as a workforce in our organization? If you can put something, maybe 1, 2, 3 things in the chat box, that will help me understand. Okay, trustworthiness, character, loyalty, honesty, commitment, skill, attitude, honesty, experience, skill set, fine, wonderful, salary, okay, capability, communication skills, communication, gender, oh, gender also, loyalty, readiness, integrity, trust, teamworthiness, wonderful, okay, ability to work, experience, okay, willpower, commitment, skills, great. These are the things that we normally look at. I'm not talking about an organization which has got its own hierarchy or maybe a system of recruiting people. Then probably that person might not be directly involved into recruiting. They have got a recruiting agency or a recruiting department, HR department, which takes care. But I'm talking about an organization where you and me are involved into recruiting people into our workforce. As likely pointed out by you all in the chat box, given the answer, that we take these things into consideration whenever we are hiring people. Okay, I'll be, with the permission, I'll be using the board, I'll be using the white chart paper to put down the things that normally we try and consider. Okay, please be with me when I'm talking to you. Okay, so as rightly said by so many people, I'll try and divide how normally people are considered when we are trying to hire them. Considering all the aspects that we have discussed and talked into your chat box, I try and bring those things when we say about integrity, when we say about loyalty, when we say about trustworthiness, when we say about that how that person is involved with us, how much he'll be working for us, selfless working for us. So one term that comes to my mind after viewing all the points that you have given here is, that is what we say is loyalty. This is loyalty. I hope I'm visible. I hope I'm able to write bold enough that is visible to you all. Is it visible? Just put it into the chat box. If it's visible, just put yes into the chat box. So yeah. Visible. Thank you, Amarji. Fine. Now, one point is loyalty. These are the so many things come into the picture when we say that I'm trying to understand the loyalty of anybody who's with me. Now, the second thing which you have mentioned is an experience, which you have mentioned as an ability or a skill or a communication skill or ability to convince people. Everything that you take that way, which depends upon a skill that is developed, maybe put together and maybe understood by the term ability. Ability. So now we have all the people that are working with us divided into two parameters, ability and loyalty. Now, everything that is mentioned here in the chat box or maybe in your mind can be categorized into either ability or loyalty. Nothing falls apart. Anything out of this two is not possible. It has to be either loyalty or it has to be either ability. Now, when I say loyalty or ability, we can categorize our entire workforce or entire set of people around us into four segments. Based on loyalty and ability, we can categorize all the people around us into four segments. Now, what are those four segments? Let us try and understand. What are those four segments? I am using the word alphabet letter D because this is the development stage. So I am using the alphabet D. Now, first is category D1. This is D1. Now, what does this category D1? People falling into the category D1, they have loyalty. For them, loyalty is full. Loyalty is full. And what about ability? Ability is nil. And I'm just trying to list down the categories. We will discuss about the categories. I know the moment I say nil, you can say, how can we hire somebody who's got the nil ability? But I'm coming to it. We'll discuss about it. Don't worry. Okay. Somebody has said that if it is a nil ability, I won't hire. Fine. We'll discuss about it. Don't worry. Category number 2. That is D2. Now, D2 is, again, ability, loyalty is full. And ability is also full. The D1 is loyalty full, ability nil. Now, giving an example, where do we find these kind of people for whom loyalty is full and ability is nil? Normally, in your organization or your family, you have somebody who has served your organization for say 20 years, 25 years, and he has gone old. He's not in a position to work, but you are always happy with the character and the efficiency of that person. Efficiency, I mean to say, not exactly efficiency, but the loyalty that person has always depicted towards the organization. He may not be literate. He may be an illiterate person. He may not be educated. He may not be able to speak English at all. He may not be able to understand English at all. But you always feel comfortable when that person is around you. So many people have these kind of persons in their organization. Maybe a very age-old driver. Maybe a very age-old peon or a son of a peon who was very loyal to you. These are the people who normally fall into this category, who are not very learned. They may not understand the hi-fi English that we speak. They may not be able to understand the lifestyle that we live. But they know, these are my owners. This is my boss. He's my Aka. We say in Hindi, he's my Aka. For him, anything right. Somebody may ask him, why are you working with him? He's not paying you enough. The answer of that person will normally be, I am happy. They treat me very well. And my father has worked there. My mother is working in their home. I am happy here. I know they take care about me. I know whenever I need, they'll always be at my side. These are the people whose loyalty is full for the organization and whose ability is nil for the organization. Because they don't know much. They don't know much. So these are the category 1 people. Category 2 people. They are loyalty full and ability full. Do we find these kind of species anywhere in this world? कहीं मिलता है क्या ऐसा व्यक्ति हमको? मेरे वो दोस्त लोग जो मेरे साथ जुड़े हैं, जो थोड़ी सी हिंदी भी चाहते हैं, ये प्रजाति तो मिलती है. This is the species that we normally find in our organization, in our home. age-old driver, age-old Mali, age-old guard, age-old peon, maybe next generation of that peon. We have these kind of people. Where do you find these kind of people whose ability is full and loyalty is full? When I do this program, so many people, they give me the response. So these are the people that normally we don't find. Very rare. Whose ability is also full and loyalty is also full. Yes, my dear friends, they are not that easy. They are little rare species. When I say little rare species, you don't find them in every nook and corner of your organization or your office or your home or your society or your colony or your town. No. These are people who need to be matured, who need to be catered, and they are the people who are normally holding high positions in your organization. Maybe a senior account officer, maybe a senior finance manager, maybe a Hindi में कहेंगे तो a very senior मुनीम, जिसको हम लोग अपने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में बाबा जी बोलते हैं और काका जी बोलते हैं और मुनीम बोलते हैं. A senior accountant, a senior finance manager, who takes care of the crucial element of your business, that is finance. That is the place where we most of the time find these species. Other areas are also available where you find these kind of people, but not very common. They are not very common. They are not very common. Now, moving on to D3. Now, D3. Before getting into the details of every kind of a person, we need to understand what are the types. And this type is D3. Now D3 is, now this is very interesting. I want you all to be with me. पूरे भी तरीके से मेरे साथ रहिए. I'll try and explain. मैं समझाने की कोशिश करता हूँ. Now loyalty for D3 is nil. But my dear friends, ability is full. Now my question to you all here is it possible to have this kind of personality? Is it possible to have this kind of personality in your organization whose loyalty is nil and ability is full? Do we have? Oh, yes. Most of the time you find, okay, which is the area in your business where you find these kind of people the most? ये species कहाँ मिलती है? ये प्रजाति के लोग कहाँ मिलते हैं? Where do we find which area of our business? Which area? Sales, wonderful. Sales. Exactly. I don't need to undermine the sales force at all, because that is the backbone of any kind of a business. But that is the area where we most of the time find these kind of personalities who are actually full in ability, because we have hired them based on their experience, based on the resume, based on the degree, based on the experience he has, based on the ability to convince people, convince customer, convince workforce, who has done a lot of education. He has taken a lot of education. He has got high degree, and we hire him. And he knows that you have hired him for his ability, and he hardly cares for loyalty. These are the people. They normally have that resignation right in the coat pocket. You say something, and they tack. This is my resignation. Keep it. I am going. They always have the resignation ready in hand, because they know they leave this place, other place, they are readily acceptable, because people care for their ability. And finally, D4 is loyalty is nil, and with the grace of God, their ability is also nil. The question is, do we find this kind of people? Do we find this kind of people? Do we find this kind of people? Can you give me answer into the chat box? Do we find these kind of people? These are normally the people who are coming into an organization just by somebody's recommendation that you cannot refuse. Some government officer has called you up. Hey, my dear friend, I have a relative of mine. He needs to find some good work, and I thought that who best than you? So please take care of him. Since you are dealing with that officer, you cannot say no. That person may be, I'm not saying always, maybe Mr. Recommendation, good for nothing, ability nil and loyalty nil. Anyways, now we have seen, I'm not going to detail right now because we need to understand everything clearly and then go to this. Now we have seen these are the 4 categories of people based on the 2 parameters, loyalty and ability. ये 2 चीजों के आधार पर हमने लोगों को विभाजित किया है 4 में, D1, D2, D3, D4. अब ये 4 लोग मेरे पास है. We have these 4 set of people with me. In any organization, you'll always have these 4 people working with you. Believe you me. If you say that I don't have anybody who's a D3 or a D1, maybe you have shut your eyes towards this D3 and D1. You've not seen them, but they exist. Because this is the beauty of earth. Earth will never give one set to one place and another set to another place. Earth is a very beautiful, this world is a very beautiful, this nature has got a beautiful, beautiful system of keep on churning. So wherever it goes in full set. You'll have all kind of people, and here lies the beauty of understanding. When we have all these kind of people, we need to know how to treat them, how to handle them, how to work with them to get the best out of them. Now this is D1. Now before I get into the detailed explanation of all these 4 categories, I need to make a disclaimer. I'll be using few names to make it easy. मैं 4 नामों का प्रयोग करूंगा इसका इस्तेमाल करने के लिए, लेकिन disclaimer है. Any resemblance to any name, dead or alive, is mere coincidence. If it happens, it is just a coincidence, nothing intentional. So let us use this. Let us use this D1, Mr. Ganesh. Again, if anybody Ganesh here, I don't mean to say that you are D1, but let us use this name Ganesh as a person who is D1. Now this Ganesh, who is D1, is working with you. You are the owner of the company. You are the owner of the organization. You are the boss. Now, how does it happen? How it goes? You have prepared an important document. Now, this document needs to be registered post. It has to be sent through a registered post. Now, when you're sending this document through the registered post, you have prepared the document, put it in the envelope. आपने उसके ऊपर में address कर दिया. You put the address. अब this document needs to be sent to the post office for getting it registered post. Now you see this Ganesh is a pure in your office, D1. Now you see Ganesh moving here and there, or you call him, oh Ganesh, come here. And Ganesh comes in, yes sir, yes Mukesh ji, क्या करना है कहिए sir, कुछ काम है? And you say yes, please come here. You give him the envelope. Okay Ganesh, this is the envelope. Now this is the envelope. You take this envelope to the post office, the main post office, the GPO. You go to the main post office. वो बड़ा वाला, the big building on the 2nd street, right hand side. There's a big building. You know that? Yes, I know. Oh, Ganesh, go to that post office. Go to the 1st floor. Counter number 2. Go to the window number 2. Give him this envelope. ये लिफाफा देना उसको. And ask him how much stamp to be put on it. He will say around 110, 115 rupees stamp, he will say. You pay 115 rupees, take the stamp, put it in the envelope, take the envelope and give it to counter number 1. 2 number पे जाना, 1st floor पे, उसको देना, उसको पूछना, how much stamp? He will say 100, 115, 120, pay the money, take the stamp, put the stamp, and give this cover with the stamp on counter number 1. Now see what I am doing. I am trying to explain Ganesh because his ability is nil. He doesn't know how to do registry post, how to do a registered post. So I need to explain him. How many times we have taken this much effort? I am just asking you a question. Think about it. Let me finish this. Now, give it to the counter number 1. That person will take this envelope, lifafa, and give you a receipt. Take that receipt, come back and give it to me. Got it? Ganesh will say, yes sir. Samajh gaya. Got it. Okay, what will you do? Sir, I will go to post office. Which post office? Sir, that big one, the 2nd lane, right side. Got good. Okay. Then, sir, I will go to counter number 2. Which floor? Sir, 1st floor. Okay. 1st floor, counter number 2. Then, sir, I give this envelope. Then, sir, I take the envelope. What about stamp? Oh, sir, I forgot. Okay, I pay him money. I take the stamp. How much? Sir, around 100, 120. Good. Then what do you do about stamp?
Sir, I put the stamp. Then, sir, I give this envelope to counter, next counter. Which counter? Sir, counter 1. Wonderful. Give it to counter 1. And then, done? No, not done, sir. I take receipt. I come back. And then what do you do, Ganesh? Keep the receipt with you and move around? No, sir. I give receipt to you. Excellent. Great. Go and do it. And once you come back, let me know. Give me the receipt. And Ganesh goes. Now he's feeling little elated. My sir Mukeshji has given me an understanding how to do a registered post. He goes to the counter, he goes to the post office, finishes the registered task, comes back, but he's busy with some another work because somebody else in the office has given him some task. After say around 1.5 hours, suddenly I see Ganesh moving here and there for some work. I ask him, hey Ganesh, finished? Yes, sir. Where is the receipt? Oh, sir, I forgot. And he take out the receipt from his pocket and gives it back to me. Great. I appreciate what you have done. Now you have learned how to do the registered post. The ability of Ganesh has increased from nil to certain extent. That means if you look at this very meticulously, very carefully, very minutely, I've tried bringing this D1 to D2. I'm trying, his loyalty is already full. His loyalty is full. There is no question about it. Suppose if I have to ask him to deliver some few lakhs of rupees into the bank, I can very easily hand over into the cash and say, ask him to go to the bank and deposit. I don't have to worry at all because I trust his loyalty. He's with me since last 20 years. So I trust his loyalty. But now today I've helped him grow his ability. Ability is something that can be grown, that can be developed. And you and me have seen people developing the ability. Remember those days when bank used to work on the ledger books? I have seen those days. You must have also seen those days. And slowly the time came when entire India was moving towards digitalization or computerization in the banks. So many people said, not possible. Absolutely not possible. We can only work on books. After a certain period of time, government offered them so many opportunities to learn computer, and one fine day there was a circular. Those who are not able to work on computers can easily put up their papers. And finally, when it was no option, everybody learned computers. And now, do you see any ledger book on any counter of the bank? Smallest of the bank does not use the ledger book. So ability of those bank clerks was developed from using ledger books to using computers. Same way, the ability of Ganesh is developed from not knowing how to do a registered post to doing how to do a registered post. This is where we can develop this ability. So this gentleman, when we have Ganesh with me, now start identifying the Ganesh in your organization. He may not be Ganesh, he may be somebody else. Name may be something else. कुछ और नाम हो सकता है उसका, लेकिन गणेश है वो, D1 है. इसको क्या चाहिए? हमने क्या किया? अब next time after 2 months again you have to prepare a similar paper. You prepare the paper sitting in your office and you prepare the envelope. And the moment you prepare the envelope, you have the smile on your face because now you know your energy and effort of explaining how the registered post is to be done reduces. You call Ganesh, registry post. He says, yes, I know. Sure, sir. Post office, first floor, counter number 2, 120 rupees. Taking back, putting the stamp. Counter number 1, taking the receipt, coming back and giving back to you. The thing that took maybe 15 minutes is done in 3 minutes now. Because Ganesh has developed the skill and the ability of doing the registered post. So what these kind of people need when we have Ganesh with us? See, what the problem is with you and me is with that we treat everybody as equally intelligent and capable as I am. If I can use the computer, I feel everybody in my organization can use the computer. I've seen in my office, I have people with me who feel that if they know, everybody else knows. How is it possible? It's something that you know. I may not be knowing. So I need to be taught. So I have taught Ganesh how to do a registered post. So what is the things that he needs? What is his hunger? What he needs? He needs constant guidance, instructions. I know, I may be a little small in fonts, you may not be able to see, but nevertheless, he needs guidance and constant instructions. He also needs A bit of motivation. Yes, Ganesh, you have done wonderful. A bit of motivation. This is something that is his hunger. He needs it. And you and me need to give it to him. We have developed this D1 into slight towards, we have made him move towards D2. Now, moving on to this D1 is slightly moving towards D2. We'll not discuss D2 right now. We'll talk about D3. Have you seen D3? We have seen the people in the sales. Now, these are the people who are normally not easily getting into the category of loyal people. I'm not blaming them because we also have very suspicious eyes toward them. Yes, this guy is going to the market. He may be giving extra schemes to get the order. He may be doing something extra to get the order. The moment he gets a bigger order to you, he reduces your profit margin. So always you look with the very suspicious eye to the guy who's head of the sales. You are bringing me the business, but you are cutting down my profits. Come on, yeah. So where is the scope of that person to develop the loyalty? You cannot ask anybody, show me your loyalty certificate. I can ask, show me your ability certificate. Somebody says that I know CC plus or this kind of language or coding. I know coding. Okay, have you done any kind of certification course? Come on, show me. He can show his ability on the paper. But loyalty cannot be shown on paper. You cannot ask somebody to show me a loyalty certificate or a character certificate for that matter. That cannot be shown. And you cannot say, okay, I'm giving you 2 days, develop your loyalty. I can tell him, I'm giving you 2 days, learn. I can ask him, I'm giving you 7 days time, learn basic English. And then come to me, he will learn. You cannot say somebody, I'm giving you 3 days, 5 days, develop the loyalty and then come. You cannot develop the loyalty in 6 days, 7 days. It needs time. I somehow fail to understand how people fall in love in first sight. There are so many people who say that pehli nazar mein pehla pyar ho gaya. Ab kaisa ho gaya? How is it possible? It's not love. You cannot have love at first sight. That's only an infatuation or you're liking for somebody. For love to develop, you need time. For love to mature, you need time. Same is the case with loyalty because loyalty is the basic ingredient of love. So loyalty also needs time. You need to give time to this gentleman. And the time to be given to this gentleman is only possible if he's staying with your organization for a longer period of time. And for a longer period of time to be with your organization, I need to be more than considerate. People ask me questions. Log mujhse पूछते, Mukesh ji, kaise kare yaar? I have somebody who is very intelligent, who is very capable. But problem hai wo tikta nahi hai. Problem hai ki wo sunta nahi hai. Problem hai he is not ready to stay with me. Okay, let's try and understand. What does this gentleman need and how to handle it? Okay, let us take an example. I know few of the people here might have been with the similar program with me for earlier time also. But then any number of time we go into this exercise, it's always beneficial because we may not have got the results as of what we actually should get. Let's take an example. The example says that you are getting a very big contract, and to finalize that contract, you need to go to meet the client for one final meeting. Now you have been getting that contract since last, say, around 6-7 years. Always, every year you're getting the contract. But again, you need to go to finalize the meeting. Now you have this gentleman. Okay, he was Ganesh. Okay, he was Ganesh. Now here we have, okay, let me put in Suresh. Again, I don't mean to talk about any Suresh here in the audience today with me, but let's say he's Suresh. Now you have Suresh with you this year, and you know he's very capable. But the meeting is very crucial. That meeting will decide whether you get the order or not. Though you have been getting the order since last 7 years, you are quite confident also that this year also you will get only the final negotiation that needs to be done. You take Suresh along with you for that meeting. Earlier you were going all alone. Now I am giving you a small hint how to handle these kind of people. How to handle these kind of people. You take Suresh along with you. Go to the meeting. You do what you have been doing earlier in last so many years to get the contract. You do whatever you are doing. Let Suresh see and observe. Introduce Suresh well with the person. You strike the deal. You come back to your office. Organize a small stand-up meeting. The moment you come back to the office, organize a small stand-up meeting and ask everybody to clap for Suresh. My God. When you ask everybody to clap for the Suresh and say that this year it was very tough, the competition was beyond imagination. But I should thank and compliment this gentleman. Hats off to Suresh. The way he dealt with the client, amazing. Amazing. The client was clean, bold. There was nothing for him to say but to say, okay, you take this contract. Hats off to Suresh. Thank you very much, Suresh. My God. Public are clapping. All entire staff is clapping. They're appreciating Suresh. Good, good, good. And Suresh inside is thinking, hey guy, who is this guy and how is this guy? I've done nothing. I was only listening. He did everything. And when it's coming to public, this guy is giving entire credit to me. You give me a simple answer to the small question. Whether Suresh gives the credit or you take the credit, who's going to earn the profit of that contract? You. Earlier also you were running, now also you are running. What goes out of your pocket when you share, when you give the entire credit to Suresh? Now what happens? You don't lose anything, but what you get is something that I'm going to tell. Now Suresh thinks, hey guy, this guy is wonderful, yeah. He's giving entire credit to me. Let me stay with this guy for a longer period of time. So the resignation that he was keeping in his coat pocket, he takes out that, put it into the pant pocket, or put it inside the bag. Let me give more time to this organization. These people are wonderful. I think this is the place I need to stay for a longer period of time. There, the seed of loyalty and love starts germinating. पहली बार वो जो लॉयल्टी का अंकुर फूटता है और उसमें से लॉयल्टी का पौधा बाहर निकलेगा. Then it will grow into a plant and then finally a tree. It takes time, my dear friend, and giving time is the responsibility of you and me, not Suresh. He wants to stay, provided he gets that kind of feeling that this is the place to stay. So in nutshell, this Suresh needs the basic ingredient to fulfill his hunger is recognition, appreciation. I'm not sure whether you're able to see. This is recognition, this is appreciation, and you can give him the best recognition, best of the appreciation when he says everybody, I go to every meeting with my boss. Oh, kya baat kar raha hai? Your boss takes you to every meeting? All kind of meeting, important business meeting? Yes, yeah. My boss never goes to any meeting without me. मेरे बगैर वो किसी meeting में जाता ही नहीं है मेरा boss. And he feels elated. When he feels elated, that means he needs your association also. Association. Recognition, appreciation, and association. D1 needs motivation, guidance, and instructions. And this guy, D2. This guy. See, this is your punching bag. This is punching bag, full of loyalty. You may have had a fight with your wife in the morning. You might have skipped your breakfast or lunch, and you come to office. You are furious. You are angry. You go into the office. You go into the cabin. You sit there and call, Ganesh, come here. And the glass is empty. Water glass is empty, and you can take him left, right, and center. He will chup chap listen to you because he knows you are his boss. He knows that you are angry today, but you don't mean what you say. He understands you because he's very loyal to you. So in fact, he becomes your punching bag. He becomes your punching bag. He becomes your punching bag. We can use him sometime to vent out to our anger, but he will stay back with you because you're constantly motivating him. You're constantly helping him develop his ability. He knows the moment he leaves you, wherever he goes, he has no ability. Who will take him? At least in your organization, his roji roti is taken care of. So he's with you. These guys are rhinoceros, thick skin. Nothing happens very easily to them. Nothing happens very easily to you. The moment you question, they go back. The moment you question, they leave you. So don't question them, but keep an eye on them, but don't let them understand. Associate them with you, appreciate them, recognize them in public. Do whatever best you can here. Now understanding this guy, D2. Taking care about this D2. Okay. you see what happens is, you are into your office. You've given Ganesh the enough instruction how to do the registered post. That means you know anybody who is with you needs a lot of instructions. The moment Ganesh goes out with that envelope in his hand, लिफाफा लेकर के Ganesh बाहर निकलता है, and the moment he goes out, you said, Ganesh, you do one thing, you send the other person. Okay, let this D2 be called as Mahendra. Mahendra. Okay, no connection with the Mahendra sitting in the audience. Mahendra. Now this D2 Mahendra, the moment Ganesh goes out, you tell Ganesh, hey Ganesh, do one thing, send Mahendra bhai inside. He goes out and goes to the cabin of Mahendra and tells Mahendra, Mahendra bhai, boss is calling you, sir ne bulaya aapko, jaiye. And Mahendra is a senior person in an organization handling all your finances and accounts very meticulously since last 15-20 years. He has started as a junior account clerk with your organization, has grown into a senior manager. Nobody above him. In fact, he knows more than what you know about your organization as far as finance and accounting is concerned. He comes with the paper. He comes with the paper in his hand. And he has got the authority. He sits in front of you. Okay, you don't mind. Fine. Okay, Mahendraji, what happened about that account statement we were supposed to send to the bank? Is it ready? He says, yes, Mukeshji. It was ready last week only, and I've already mailed it to the bank. Mailed to the bank? At least you didn't show me. I need to know what you have mailed to the bank. Tomorrow morning, bank manager may call me for some reason. He may ask me, Mukeshji, what is mentioned in the clause number 4? I don't know. You need to show me. This is not fair. You cannot send it directly to the bank. Mukeshji, we have been doing this since last so many years. The process that we follow. No, don't talk me about the process. You at least show me. I am not going to change anything into it. I know you have done well, but at least I need to know what you have done. You show me and then you send it to the bank. Mahendra is surprised. How can Mukeshji talk to me like this? But since I am the boss and he is my subordinate, he is my employee, he cannot say anything to me. He says, okay, sir, next time I'll take care. And he goes out of the cabin. The moment he steps out of the cabin, my room, moment he steps out, the first thing comes to his mind is, okay, if boss wants me to show, I'll show him. And the moment he says send, I'll send. What happened? I was in the mode of guiding Ganesh, and at the same time, Mahendra came in. So I was in the same mode, and in the same mode, I talked to Mahendra. Is this the behavior Mahendra expects? Or is this the treatment Mahendra expects out of me? No, not at all. He's empowered. He knows what needs to be done. Because now the moment I have talked to him like this, he has gone into the D1 position. After 7-8 days, maybe next month, again the same situation. I walked into the office, and while crossing Mahendra's cabin, I just peeped into this cabin and said, Mahendraji, have you sent that statement to the bank? He said, no. No. Why haven't you sent? It's already 15th of the month and we need to send it in the first week. Sir, you said I need to show it to you. I've kept the paper on your table. You are out of town. So I was waiting for your confirmation. Come on, yeah. You know how to do it. But sir, you only told me I need to take your confirmation before sending it. आपका confirmation लिए बगैर मैं भेज नहीं सकता. आप ही ने मुझसे कहा था. So I was waiting for your confirmation. Oh my God. Okay. Send it. I'll see it later on. You immediately mail it. What happened? The person who was D2 goes into D1 just because I have mishandled him. So what does he need? He says, you tell me once, then give me the space. I am doing it. I know how to do it because I've been doing it. And you know I'm doing it good. If there is a problem, just let me know. But don't interfere into my area. This is what this guy is saying without saying. Do I have that antennas which makes me understand that what this guy is saying without saying? He says, you give me the space. You give me the work. You empower me. I need not ask him how you do it. अगर मेरा बस चले, if I have the authority and the business capacity, what I can say is, Mr. Mahendra, come, let's have a meeting. We are in the first week of April. I'm creating a new vertical. I want this contract and this tender to be completed in next 3 months. I am giving you a team of 4 people. These are the 4 people. I am giving you the budget. This is the budget. You give me the results at the end of June. April, May, June. First week of July, we will sit together. Before that, no meeting. If you have any problem, I'm always available. You can come back. But for this project, we are not meeting anymore. You have 4 people, you have this budget, you have these papers, and this is all yours. I'm not bothering myself for this particular project. This is something that the gentleman needs. He takes the paper, studies it, and says, okay, sir, no problem. This will be done. We'll be meeting in first week of July with entire result. I want this much of profit. I want this to be done. That means this guy needs empowerment. This guy needs empowerment. Now, I need not tell you what is empowerment, the difference between empowerment and delegation. Delegation means you do and let me know what you have done. Let me know how you have done. Report me what you have done. Empowerment means I want this to be done. You do whatever way you want. You do however you want to do. You take whatever resources which are available. I want the result finally. I'm not interfering in your how. I finally want what that I'm going to get. How you decide. That is empowerment. This gentleman D2 Mahendra only wants empowerment. And of course, a bit of recognition. Because recognition everybody wants. A bit of recognition. Most of you might have been to some European country for a family holiday. While coming back from any of the countries, say you must have been impressed by one of the very beautiful glass souvenir of that country. You must have fallen in love with that. आपको लगेगा नहीं ये मुझे लेकर के जाना चाहिए. And you and your family decide that we are going to take this souvenir together with us. And you pay a huge amount. You pay a big money. You get it properly packed. You bring it back to India. You go to your place. You enter your home. You create a very special place in your drawing room. Make proper arrangements and keep that beautiful glass decorative piece, a souvenir of your Europe visit or America visit or wherever you have been a visit. You keep it there. Believe you me, that glass showpiece has added value to your decor of your house, to the aura of your home. The moment you want, whenever somebody comes, he should look at this piece and ask me about my trip and the beauty of this showpiece. The intentions are very good, fine, great, wonderful. Now I am asking you a simple question, a very simple question. Since you and me, all of us are into the new arrangement of making our home clean, because I know my wife doesn't leave me and I don't want to be left alone that way also. I enjoyed dusting, I enjoyed mopping, I enjoyed dishwashing also. You also might be doing it. Now, dusting and mopping is a regular activity in every home. I'm asking the simple question, that beautiful, very delicate glass showpiece, will you lift it every day, clean it, dust it, mop it, and then keep it? I know the answer is no. Hey guys, come on. Something in your home should not be cleaned every day. So what if it's beautiful? But yes, since it's very delicate, it's touch me not. Because more dusting, more of the chances of it falling down and breaking. I don't want it to be broken. I know it's in one corner of my home or drawing room and it's adding aura to my entire home. Same is the case with G2. These are the delicate people of your organization. But the presence of D2 in your organization is adding value to your organization. Keep these people with you. The more and more you involve them into daily activities, there are chances that they may get hurt. Once you involve them while you are in the mode of D1, he got hurt. So don't involve D2 for every activity. Leave them in their own space. They want recognition, but little bit, kuncham, supa, toda, come. They want recognition. So in maybe twice a year, 6 monthly or yearly meeting, you give him enough recognition, give him enough raise, whatever it deserves, that is enough. The moment you start giving him recognition daily, he might feel something is fishy. Hey, what has happened to this guy, Mukesh? He's giving me recognition daily. Pakka! There is something wrong, there is something fishy. So don't get into the mode of D2. Let him stay in D2. Don't let him give you a chance to go into D1. Let him stay in D2 only. Because these are the people who are adding value to your and my organization. We need these kind of people. They are the delicate showpieces of our organization. These are the rhinoceros, thick-skinned people. They don't bother too much about anybody. These are the punching bags of my organization where I can vent my anger at times. But these are the people we need. We want D to be converted, D1 to be converted into D2. We have tried, we have given enough opportunity, and there are all the chances that D3 will slowly get into, because loyalty will slowly increase towards full. I'm not saying it will become full in 2 days. I'm not saying it will become full in 5 days or 10 days or 15 days or 20 days. No. But surely in 5 years, this guy will start moving towards here, maybe somewhere reaching there. When I'm talking about this four, that does not mean these are the four corners. That does not mean the people are staying in the corners. They may be somewhere in between. But these are the developmental stages. Our entire efforts needs to be focused towards moving people towards D2. D1 should come to D2 by helping him gain his ability. D3 should be moved to D2 by giving him enough chances and scope so that his loyalty is nurtured from nil to full. This guy, God bless that organization where there are a lot of D4s. Now this is something that needs to be followed with D4 is, okay, let me make one thing very clear. D4 is not bad at all. Okay, jokes apart, that Mr. Recommendation and all, jokes apart, D4 is not bad at all. In fact, anybody who joins our organization with whatever big kind of degree he may have, double MBA, triple MBA, quadruple MBA, whatever it is, the moment he comes into your organization for day one or first hour or first minute, he's in a D4 position. Because loyalty, he has got no loyalty with you because he's new to the organization. He may be highly skilled, highly able, highly experienced, highly qualified, highly educated. But working in your atmosphere, working in your organization, it's first time for him. So again, his ability there is nil. But due to his power of grasping things, he may very fast shift from here to here. Very fast. Some may require 1 day, some may require 1 hour, some may require 1 week, some may require 1 month. Very fast, those people can shift here. So everybody who joins our organization is for the very first time is in D4. It depends upon me, am I able to identify and put him into the right place. So what these people need is trial and error. They need trial and error. Put him into one. If you feel it's fine, okay. If you feel it's not working, put him in second. And trial and error will help you put him into the right place. Maybe 2, 3, 4 trials and you get the right place for this person. So these are the 4 kind of people we have in our organization. And this is the method that we need to handle people. Understood? Now what you and me need to do is, we need to have a switch at the back of our mind. Because nobody's coming with the chart on the chest. Oh, I am D2. So now talk to me like D2. I am D3. So behave with me like D3. Oh, I am D1. So talk to me like D1. No. It's for you and me to understand. We need to have the special eyesight. When looking at that person, I can understand whether he's D1 or D2 or D3. And immediately I need to shift my switches. The problem is not with them. The problem is with me, that I'm not able to identify the right kind of approach that I need to take with people. Normally people say that the moment they get a higher salary, they leave. No, they don't leave. A study says that employers feel that people leave the job. The 10 reasons, salary is number 1. I have done program with so many different set of people. Whereas the employees, when they are interviewed, for them, leaving the job, salary comes to number 7 out of the 10 reasons. Then what comes to number 1? That is the work atmosphere. The recognition of the work they do. The job satisfaction that they get. And the job satisfaction, the recognition, the work environment, all depends on how you treat people. If Ganesh is coming and you treat him like Mahendra, okay, Ganesh, you take this paper and finish this task. How is he going to do it? Since you are the boss, he may not have the courage to ask you anything. He will take that paper out and stand outside the cabin. Hey Ganesh, what happened? Patani, boss has told me to finish this task. I don't know how to do it. You need to know is Ganesh. He's not Mahendra. So Ganesh needs to be given enough guidance, instruction, and motivation that yes, you can do it. But the moment Ganesh is out and Mahendra walks in, you need to shift the switch from Ganesh to Mahendra. The moment you treat Mahendra like Ganesh, gone. Mahendra becomes Ganesh. And then you have a lot of D1 with you. My dear friend, organizations survive due to D2. If the business, if the industry, if the economy is sustaining, is surviving, that is just because we have a lot of D2. These D2 are the real treasures of our organization. Keep them with you. Just be careful. Don't treat D3. Don't treat D3 like D1. No. You need to time. You don't expect loyalty to be developed in 2, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. No, it's not possible. But don't blame Suresh. If Suresh leaves you, it's your fault. It's my fault. It's not Suresh's fault. Suresh has joined the organization to work. But you did not allow him to work. You suspected his loyalty every time. He left you. So nobody leaves you for his fault. He leaves you for my and your fault. So you and me need to be careful. Managing people is beautiful task. How there are so many people who say that I have 10 people in my organization, but I am a guy who treats everybody equal. That is the biggest mistake that we are doing. How can we treat unequal people equally? That is the biggest problem with us. You cannot have one garment fitting everybody. You need to have special kind of a treatment for every different people because every other person is a special person. God has created us different, then how can we have the same treatment for everybody? Now homemakers or female members here, or of course few members, male also, who are good in cooking, who takes care about the lunch or the dinner of the family, just give me one simple answer. Is it possible that everybody in your house likes the same dish? Monday means everybody gets the urge to eat the same kind of dish. Tuesday means everybody has the urge to eat the same thing. No, I know. You are giving me the answer no. And the lady member, the homemaker, or the mother of the child knows. I have 2 child, what one likes and what other likes. I remember a beautiful dialogue by my national president, Vamanji. He says, when somebody asks me, okay, Vamanji, how about your kids? He says, I have 2. The elder one is silent and the younger one is violent. When you have 2 kids and you have different natures, how can you treat both the kids together? You find so many parents say, I don't discriminate between my kids. I give them equal treatment. This is the biggest fault that we are doing. You have 2 kids. They are separate kids. They have separate needs. Treat them separately. A father walks into the house and the moment he sees the younger son running here and there, when he asks him, have you finished your homework? He says no, and khatak. Or you pull him, make him sit for the homework. Forcefully make him sit for the homework. And suddenly the elder one walks in and you pull him and make him sit for the homework. Finish your homework. He says, I finished. Finish it. Because you feel that both the kids should be given the equal treatment. Amma, younger one is violent. Younger one is little naughty. He has not done his homework. But elder one is sincere. He's already finished. So ask him. He is Mahendra. He is somebody else. So you cannot treat both the kids together. Treat them differently. Sit with them separately and talk to them. You and me need to develop the capacity of switching the switches very fast. Don't go to the hair on my head. They have gone because I have constantly shifting the switches. You also need to develop that. Don't worry, your hairs won't go. But you and me need to develop that kind of a courage because it is, I love to call it different strokes. Different strokes. Strokes means what we offer, the motivation, the recognition, the appreciation, the pat on the back. Different strokes for different folks. When I say different folks, folks mean different people. Different strokes for different folks. Be careful. You have beautiful people in your organization. They should not leave you just because of the small mistake that we commit unknowingly. We don't have bad intentions, but because we are not able to understand when to shift the switches, we commit small mistakes that we have to pay very hard. I've trained somebody and he leaves me after 4 years, 5 years. And then I say, is it my organization training school? Everybody comes in and walks out, comes in, walks out. Probably because I'm not able to understand how to handle them. You are capable. I am capable. You are running your organization, you are running your business, you are successful businessman. But still, I presume whatever you're getting is not 100% of the people. The moment we start doing this, probably we are able to get little more out of them. Whatever I've told to you is today is pure information. Don't take it as knowledge. It's a sheer information that I've shared with you. The moment you start implementing this information into your business, that day it will be converted into the knowledge. God bless us all. This is something that I wanted to talk about. D1, D2, D3, D4. People won't come with the label on their chest or the head. You and me need to identify that who is this D1, who is this D2, who is this D3, and who is this D4. This D1, D2, D3, and D4 are always going to be with you and me in your and my office. It was great to talk to you. It was wonderful to talk to you. I tried to share something that I feel is very close to my heart. I think I need to give special thanks to my national president for giving me this opportunity, and of course, skill development chairman and moderator for this particular program, Vamanji, to include my name into the list of this webinar series. And of course, a very respected Kakaji, who has always blessed me to come to this level, our respected Ravi Shankarji, who must be surely here listening to me. I tried to keep myself as much English as possible. Of course, 2, 3, 4 sentences here and there Hindi to make my North Indian people feel who are not very comfortable English that I'm talking to them also. It was a great opportunity to talk to you all. You all are wonderful. You all are great. I think National Director of Training also deserves a big round of appreciation, because he's doing wonderful job by coordinating this entire program of web series. And what to talk about the great gentleman who has constantly helped us grow as far as technology is concerned. That is Rakesh Nayarji from Kerala. He was a wonderful support. He was constantly behind every trainer of this panel, that your session started this time, you need to do this, you need to do this. That was wonderful. Thank you very much. It was great talking to you. Back to Vamanji, or National Director of Training, whoever takes over. Thank you very much. God bless us all. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Mukesh, it was really a very powerful session. Lot of insights, how to handle people. So congratulations to you for keeping us so engrossed in the presentation totally. I have so many questions, but due to the paucity of time, I may be asking you 6, 7 questions. And participants, please bear with me. Before the participants show the symptom of withdrawal, that is withdrawal symptom from the program, I do announce that tomorrow we have 2 programs. Morning, we will have the program at 11:30 by Nirmal Parekh, Power of Positive Thinking. And the afternoon, we will have a program by PVP Pramod Kumar, Be Beyond. So get ready for the 2 very, very powerful, enthusiastic program. Tomorrow morning, 11:30 by Nirmal, and 4 o'clock by Pramod Kumar. Yeah, Mukesh, a few questions. So again, I beg the pardon of the participants if I couldn't ask all of you. Some people are asking 5, 6, 7 questions, but some days they may feel bad that so the moderator has not even asked 1 question of mine. Please don't feel like that. Earlier questions I have noted down.
Vamanji, my number. I'll share my number so that they can put that question on WhatsApp also. If
yeah, sure. You have to.
It is. Please note down my number: 9422. I'll write it down here only. That is 9422110893. It is 9422110893. Fine. Over to Vamanji.
Yeah. So many people ask one question that got highly repeated by many people.
Okay.
What to do to stop D2 becomes D3? Many people ask the question, how can we stop D2 becoming D3?
The difference between D2 and D3 is only in the loyalty. D3 is full loyalty, and D2 is full loyalty, and D3 is nil loyalty. The moment something comes into my mind which makes D2 feel that I am doubting his loyalty, he will straight away go into D3. For him, going into D3 will not take too much time. For D3 to come into D2 will take a lot of time. So be careful. Never trust his loyalty. Never doubt his loyalty. Always trust his loyalty. He may be wrong sometime. He may not be, let me not use the term wrong. He may not be correct sometime. But don't doubt his loyalty. The only one reason which will make him turn into D3 is doubting his loyalty.
Yeah. you told that is D3, Suresh, Mr. Suresh.
Sir.
You have taken him to finalize in the contract. He has not done anything. But
Okay.
while coming back, you called the meeting, a stand-up meeting, and you were telling that that gentleman only did everything, appreciated him. Wouldn't it be a type of some sort of flattery for Suresh?
It has to be. Sir, whenever anybody in the audience, they must have fallen in love, they must have gone for their first date. What do you do on first date? You start making other feel flattered. Nah? It may not be correct, always 100% not correct. But initially, to come closer, you need to create that kind of flattering feeling inside. That will help him open the doors.
And the question, suppose your friend is working with you in your organization, and that your friend is actually having some loyalty and little bit of ability. Loyalty, okay. Ability is little bit, but he is your friend, he is working in your organization. How to handle a friend of you in such a situation?
Sir, when a friend is very close to me, that means he is loyal. He may not be able in something that I'm asking him to do. The best option at this time is identify a job or a domain where your friend is able. He may not be zero ability in all the field. He may be strong in some field. So give the domain to him and let him take charge of that. That way they are creating a system where disturbance don't happen between friendship also.
Right. Some D2, our Mahindras, some D2 do not follow rules and procedures at all. How will you or how should we handle such people?
Sir, D2 normally don't become D2 if they are not following the rules and the procedures. See, loyalty, one basic sign of somebody being loyal. See, I am using this rolling pin, because I am very much involved into my family activity. So I'm using rolling pin. The basic ability is of full, loyalty is full. If it is not following the rules and the regulation, how can he be loyal to your organization? So then he is not D2. He may be highly able, but he is not D2. You are misjudging D3 for D2.
Okay. Suppose a D3 is there in the organization and the D3 is caught for cheating. D3 is caught for cheating. Should he be given a second chance?
It depends what kind of cheating it is. Now, you as an owner of an organization or a business need to know how deep or how critical or how serious the issue is. If it's a small matter and the reason behind that cheating, if you're able to identify on the humanity grounds, you have to decide. Ultimately, I'm not able to say yes or no, but you have to decide. If it is okay to give him the chance, give him the chance. But if issue is very critical, if it is going to set a wrong precedence, no way, fire him off.
Okay. Sir, how is it necessary that is it necessary that you have to remove the D4 or you cannot remove that also? How to handle them?
Sir, these are the people, you need not think about removing them before giving them trials. Because at times you don't know, you might hire somebody out of compulsion. But if you try and give him some particular task, and he may be doing wonders without identifying their skill set, without giving them chance to demonstrate or make their skill set visible to everybody else, it's not fair to just throw them away. At times you may not be able to throw them away also. So take it in the positive sense and give them 2, 3, 4 chance. And every chance should carry a note. This is your third chance, this is your final chance. If you're able to prove, fine. So that way we can create them D3 and finally to D2.
Yeah. If you're D2, that, Mahindra people, full both. If the D2 is highly short-tempered and a very egoistic person, how to handle such a D2?
Sir, ultimately, you and me are the owner of the organization and we have got that special scissor in our hand. If we feel that after giving enough recognition, enough space and enough empowerment to D2, D2 is trying to hurt somebody else's feelings, we can very smoothly, very easily, very silently cut certain feathers. That only D2 will understand that my feathers are cut here. Means I am confined to one place. My liberty is taken away. Nobody knows, but you know and D2 knows. That way it will teach him a lesson. You are the owner. You have that scissor in your hand, where to cut and how to trim the feathers.
Right. A wonderful question here. I am a D2 person, but I am treated as D3 or D4. Am I in a wrong job, wrong organization?
So this is the answer given by 100% of the people whom we ask this question to, if they are working somewhere, that I am D2. It's not you have to decide whether you are D2 or D3. The person who is working with you will decide whether you are D2 or D3. Everybody will count them as a D2 only. You ask D3 the question, he will never say that loyalty is nil. He will say, I am 100% loyal. I have never done wrong anything. So you are nobody to say that I am D2. Everybody feels that they are D2. Let your boss, let your owner, let your leader decide whether you are D2 or you are D3. And it's not to be mentioned. I cannot say, okay, you are D2, so I need to handle you this way. You are D3, so I need to talk to you this way. It's for me to understand. It's a scanning process. You and me cannot understand MRI, but doctors will understand. So we are the doctor, and that is the MRI. We understand and give treatment accordingly.
It's a very wonderful question. I don't know. That we will take it in a very right spirit.
Sir.
How to catch or get the D2 of other organizations?
So D2, if you are able to catch and bring into the organization, that person is not a D2 at all. That person is not a D2 at all. And how can you say that you have brought a D2? D2 can never be bought. D2 are always nurtured. They grow into your organization and then they become D2. Nowhere in the market you will find D2. Everywhere in the market you will find D4 who can very easily get converted into D3. These are the things available in the market. These you get out of special people in your life, D1, but D4 and D3 are available. D2 are nowhere available. The moment you pick somebody, is no more a D2. He comes in and joins you as maybe D3. For you, his loyalty is nil.
Is it possible that all the employees of an organization are D2?
It's an ideal situation. We need to create, this is an ideal situation where we need to push our organization. But it tends to infinity. We cannot say that I have achieved a position where everybody is D2. It's a constant development process because we constantly keep on hiring people. We grow in business, we add more and more people. So more and more people when added, they are either D1, they are either D4, they are either D3. So we are always tending to move towards D2. We cannot say that now is a situation where all 20 people in my organization are D2. That is very ideal situation, but we all need to move towards that side.
Yeah, while recruiting employees, which category should I look for?
See, while recruiting employees, normally we look at D3 people. Normally we look at D3 people because what we see is resume, what we see is the experience, what we see is the capacity, what we interview and see is the communication skills, his behavior. We cannot see his dedication. We cannot see his love for the organization. What we can see is ability. So we are looking at only the ability whenever we are hiring people. Then based on the ability and its relevance of his ability to my organization, I can give him chance to nurture his loyalty.
When you try to convert D3 people to D2, salary plays a major role. What should I do?
Very true, sir. So these are the people you hire for, say, 25,000 rupees. These are the people whom you are paying 50,000, 60,000, 70,000. It will happen when slowly this person will move here. The salary normally increases based on this. But I personally feel to make D3 into D2, your appraisal should have a lot of input from this loyalty. This anybody can get. This anybody can get. Anybody can get. For that matter, we have seen how D1 was able to learn that ability.
Sometimes we find the same person falling in all the four categories. D1, D2, D3, D4, the same person became. How will we identify that? How can we understand that?
Sir, practically it's not possible that a person will fall into all four categories at given point of time. It's true that sometimes D1 and D3 might appear same because this person has ability nil in certain areas. But given a chance, this person has ability nil in office work. But the moment I ask him to drive my car, this person has ability. So from D1 he can become D2 there. From D1 he can become D2 there. But a person with loyalty full, and loyalty nil. You cannot have the same person having loyalty full and loyalty nil in your organization. That's practically not possible. It's a very hypothetical situation that the gentleman is talking about.
Yeah.
D4.
I will try to read a question in Hindi, very small question.
चलेगा sir.
क्या D4 को value कोई नहीं, क्यों नहीं? Yeah.
Wonderful sir. Thank you very much. You have read it perfect Hindi. That's great. Sir, D4 को value नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है. D4 हमारे organization में नया आया है. For that matter, I've said that everybody joining your organization is in D4 for at least some period of time. It's not that they don't have value. How fast he is able to make himself shift from D4 to D3 will decide what value he gets in the organization. He cannot shift to D2. No. The only position where D4 can shift is D3. How fast he does depends how much value does he get in the organization.